And what's going on, guys? It's your host KSDTV, and today we got something special for you guys. Now, Eminence in the Shadow. It recently came out as of this recording. It will be about almost a day or so ago. But today I want to actually just talk to you guys about how Crunchyroll is back at it again with their games, and we got a brand new mobile game on the Play Store, and it is derived from an anime by the name of Eminence in the Shadow. Now, today's episode will focus on my first playthrough experience to give you guys a little bit of clarity on whether if you should play this or not. Now, in my honest opinion, I feel like that, if you just want to just play another Crunchyroll game, and then sure, be able to play it, but from what I've been seeing so far, not many people may like this game. But let's go over it. So, the gameplay. Now, this is a gacha game, so everything I'm going to say is going to probably be the not so much different from other gacha games that are out there. So, first things first is the fully automatic combat. Now, this one was a quite bit weird one in a way, from what I've seen on mobile platforms, is that mainly the game is fully automatic combat. So everything's automatic. Everything. There's no turn-based, there's no option to choose whether or not you want to cast your abilities. Like, the game's combat system is what really threw me off a little bit. Now, I have not played any of the Crunchyroll's games in the past. I've played other gacha games, but specific Crunchyroll games I have not played, and this would be technically my first. Now, sadly, no, I have not watched the anime. Come to find out, the anime is on High Dive, and I can't find it on Crunchyroll or something like that, but we'll get to that later. But the fully automatic combat. So as you start the game up and you get into your match, basically everybody attacks on their own, and they attack their bosses, the enemies, they like everything's, you don't have to touch anything about this game. What's crazy about that is that there's a auto feature to even automatic the ults and as well as the game's combo system, which I'll get to a little bit later. But just like any other gacha based game, there is a gacha system. Now, from my knowledge, that you in this gacha system is kind of like Seven Deadly Sins or any other mobile game that is derived from an anime. All of the characters are pulled from the actual show. So if you're a fan of the show, you'll get to pull your fan favorites. I've got quite a few lucky times with a couple SSRs, and built a nice decent team. Another thing that you got to worry about is the relationship building with the characters. Now, depending on the characters you obtain, you can actually build a relationship with them and bond with them by talking to them every so often. The game deems it as a one-on-one session, and I feel like it's actually a nice little touch. It definitely brings that RPG style to it because you are technically playing as the main character named Sid in this world, and essentially he's the badass person in this, because this game and show gives me isekai vibes. Now, I did look at the campaign, which I'll get to a little bit later, but it definitely is isekai through and through. Now, another W that I can say that Eminence in the Shadow does have is it is fully voice acted, and you do have the option when you are going in your quest to whether you want to download the voice pack for that mission or not to download that voice pack, which is actually pretty nice. But even with the voice pack, it definitely immerses you into that anime world, that isekai vibe. It's just good voice acting. And now, last but not least, is the combo system. Now, like I said, this game's fully auto, so you're probably wondering, if you are new to this, probably wondering, well, what's a combo system, Chaos? Well, as you watch your team, do its damage, do its dirty work, do what they need to do, you will notice on the far left that the game has a combo little thing. You cannot interact with it until at least at least it fills up to combo 3, and once you click on it, and then it will get this cool little, it reminds me of Ultimate Ninja Storm, where like you do a triple team attack and everybody do all their badassness. Now, depending on how you click the buttons, it will give you a particular percentage of whoever it is. So if you're playing a Sid, he's more of a damage-based dealing person. So he will, depending on how fast you click his button, will actually dictate how low or high that you would get for your ability percentage. Same thing for the healer, how much they can heal, so on and so forth. Once you click all of them, they would just, you know, do this cool little anime sequence where they go in and do their own techniques at the same time. And it's a nice, cool sequence. Definitely does a lot of damage, especially if you're getting into a pinch with a boss. There are also ults in this game. So from what I've seen so far is that you have the combo and you have the ults. Whenever you deal enough damage, of course, similar like the combo system, that character will be able to release an ult in which they will get their own little cinematic scene. Depending on who they are, it may, you know, heal the entire team, or it may deal a stupid amount of damage. But it's not like your typical turn-based strategy gacha games where, you know, each character gets 3 different abilities and, you know, S1, S2, S3, and so on and so forth. That's part of what kind of threw me off the most about this game. And that threw me off. I'm not gonna hold you up. It definitely threw me off. So that's pretty much the actual gameplay. Of course, playing through the quests, you get the summon, your one-on-one relationship building. Like, that's all what pretty much makes up this game. Now let's talk about the graphics and the sounds. Now this looks just like an anime. Of course, it is a Crunchyroll game. It's gonna be literally like copy and pasted right as a game. The campaign, though, is depicted in 2 different formats. It has a text, and as well as it is fully voice acted scenes, of course, if you choose to download the voice packs per chapter or so. And the music, it gives you this immediate vibe of like you're watching an anime. Granted, what do you expect? We're pretty much playing anime. You should not expect nothing too little or too less when it comes to Eminence in the Shadow. Now, genuinely, my opinion, should you play Eminence in the Shadow? I'm a little iffy on it. It is interesting to say the least, because it definitely, to my knowledge, it introduced a new combat system where I'm so used to, you know, turn-based, and like if I want to be able to play the game, sure, like it definitely does give me that vibe of an MMO on mobile where it's just auto-pathing, everything's doing it for you. In my genuine opinion, that's not so great, but hey, everybody has their own, everyone likes. If you want to play and add another Crunchyroll game to your arsenal, then go right ahead, definitely go do so. But should you play it for the average consumer, the average player, and you haven't played a Crunchyroll game? Probably not. I genuinely don't see it getting much love. Like, it's cool another anime game is coming out, but there's definitely, in my opinion, better anime-esque or gacha games out there to be able to play. But if you, like I said, if you want to add that Crunchyroll and, you know, see what's next in their list of games that they're dropping, then go right ahead. My opinion, I may not play this game much too longer. I'll probably play a little bit more and see what goes from there. Maybe, hey, some things might change and stuff of that nature. But until then, that's where I stand. Let me know what you guys think about Eminence in Shadow, whether you ever watched the anime or played the game or did both. What you guys think about it? I don't want this to sound too negative. This is just my genuine opinion. I want to see what you guys think about it. But if you want to check out any more of my mobile games that I've covered, I'll definitely leave it in the top left-hand corner on the card at the end of the video. And if you're going to catch out my other RPGs on PC that I have covered, then I'll leave on the right-hand side as well. As always, it's been your host, KSDTV, here at Chaotic Inc. Make sure you subscribe, helps out the channel, and like the video if you want to show your friends another Crunchyroll-based game. As always, it's been your host, KSDTV, here at Chaotic Inc. Signing out. Peace.
Things I make them manifest. I don't sleep, that's so weak, don't plan to rest. I'm from a hood where you die if you don't pack a vest. No culinary degrees, but whipping crack the best. Chefing, hard times taught lessons. Praying every night to pull up in park Benzes. What's my home is what you call trenches. You wouldn't last a day seeing life through all lenses. It's all tension, no sun, and rain and plenty. Full-time job, still can never make a penny.